Hey guys, it's Ria here with today's message from the heart. I haven't done a reading in a little while, so I just felt like doing one today and I'll share it with you. Needed a little grounding energy, and pulling a card helps to ground to the energy of Mother Earth. For all of these cards are images from Mother Earth, pictures of hearts that I just see when I'm out and about, usually running on the beach or in the woods. And our energy, our heart is connected to Mother Earth's energy. And all of these messages and all of these hearts relate directly because we're all one. We're all connected to the source. We're all connected to God. We're all connected to the energy of light and love, for we're all, made of light and love. So what these cards do is they just help to bring a little focus to the heart energy, to help align us, to help bring some little tidbit or some little awareness, something that we should pay attention to in order to align to our heart energy, because the heart energy is the center of all, and it is it's the connection to the spirit world. It's connection of grounding that earth, grounding that energy to Mother Earth. It is the center. It's the center of the spirit. It's the center of the earth. So to me, it is the manifester of heaven on earth, because it takes the high energies of the spirit world and it helps us to manifest them on earth. For all the energies that we see on earth and in the 3D reality are reflections of our own energy, our own heart energy. So it's so important to tune into the heart, because that will bring us the greatest manifestations, the greatest peace and joy and happiness. And because it's the essence of who we are, and it's our connection to our higher self. It's our connection to Mother Earth. So it's important to just tune in. It just helps to align. It might help to take a little something out of our belief system that we no longer need, or it doesn't serve our highest good, our highest purpose. So anyways, I already shuffled these cards, and the one that popped out today is this one. You can see it. It's a little, I think it's a little rock or a little shell. It's on the side of the beach. Looks like it has a little crack there. But anyways, you can see the heart, and it's the same on the sand. Yeah, it's the ocean. All right, so the message of the day is it's called Nothing to Prove. And what it says is, Spirit requires nothing of you. You are complete simply by existing. We create expectations for ourselves in order to prove that which we already are, complete and whole in our being. God rejoices in all that you are now, which is nothing less than God Himself. So what this card is saying, and it's what a lot of us deal with, feeling that we need to prove our worth. We need to prove our gifts or our talents, or prove that we are worthy of love, or prove that we're acceptable, that we're, I don't want to say normal, but we look for affirmations in the outside world of who we are. And what this is saying is, you don't need those affirmations. You don't need mirror reflections of other people's perceptions to define who we are. You are nothing less than God's source energy, and you have nothing to prove, nothing to no have-tos to other people, to the outside world, or even to yourself, because we place our own value. We learn to place our own value when we're little, and we get affirmations and kudos from our parents, our teachers. So it kind of teaches us to look for that outside approval. That's our gauge, that's our compass on how we determine how we're doing, how we're progressing, how we're developing, if we're on the right path. And so at a very, very early age, we kind of get in that. We get kind of stuck in that, and looking for that affirmation, and looking for love from the outside instead of within. And even though all of those people, teachers, friends, family, parents, their intention was well, because they're only going through what they were taught. So it goes back from generation to generation to generation on, how you bring up your kids, or how you how we try to fit in the outside world of expectations and old beliefs and old paradigms. But the true key, the true happiness and the truest expression of who you are is tuning into your heart energy, because that is the purest essence of your energy. And when you tune into that, then that's what you radiate, that's what you emit. And when you're tuned in here, it doesn't matter so much how people are reflecting that back to you. And we don't need to even prove to ourselves anymore. We're just happy and simply being and simply existing in the energy that we are, and living life, observing and taking in all the beauty of Mother Earth, Mother Nature. And as we see the beauty in ourselves, then we see the beauty in others. And then we're a more pure reflection and mirror for other people to kind of see their beauty. And then that's how all perception changes, because a lot of people we see each other in the old matrix, the old paradigm of how we're taught, what we're taught from the outside world, and then we base our perceptions on that, and we base ourselves on that, we base our perceptions of others in that. But if we just tune into this energy and we tune into who we really are, which is one with God's source, and we tune into that beauty and we align to our heart energy and we look within instead of without, we see that beauty within. And when you see it within, you're automatically going to see that beauty without. And people that are having a harder time connecting to that, because they too are basing their worth, their affirmations from the outside world. When you're reflecting back a truer version or essence of who you are, you're also mirroring that to that person to connect to their truer version, if that makes sense to you. So if I see the beauty in my heart and it's not based in what the typical world would consider beautiful or acceptable or worthy, and I'm just tuning into that beautiful individual spirit expression within, and I'm appreciating that and I'm expressing it, I can mirror that back to somebody else to tune into their own individual expression, not based in illusions and based in old conditioning and old beliefs. And so that's what this card is saying. It's just telling us, remember, you're perfect just like you are now, and tune into that heart energy of who you are and what it is that makes you you. What it is that makes you you is how you feel and how you see the world, but it's based in how you connect to yourself, and that is your stamp, that is your energy, that is your imprint on earth, that is your glow when you are connected to that God source. And then you see everything, the outside world changes only because the inside world changes. And then you see through God eyes, you see through a more clearer perception. You're reflecting back a truer reflection. You're looking into a more true mirror of who you are when you're connecting in here. And then it helps others also, of course, to connect to their source. So I hope this makes a little sense. I'm just looking at the picture to see if I can interpret anything. I'm trying to figure out why there would be a little crack, but I guess a lot of times you get the little crack because when you are basing yourself from, see that little bit of sand on the stone and the little dirt, not the dirt, but the sand and particles, and when you're focusing on the outside world and everybody else's opinions, kind of does break your heart, because then you aren't appreciating the beauty of who you really are, and instead you're trying to achieve, and you're trying to achieve and get to a place that you'll never be, because it's not who you are. And then that just causes a brokenness within you, because you can only be whole if you're connecting to God within you, to your higher self, to your truer light. You're just light and love. But when you try to take that light and love and you compare it to the outside world, whether you're trying to compare or live up to other people's expectations or your own expectations, which were created by other people's expectations, it just causes a break in the heart. But it's not that it can't be repaired. Just focus on your light, and then it helps you to become more whole, and then that will be reflected in all of those and everything you see around you, and you'll embrace other people's individuality and their differences also, because you're embracing your own, and that's really what makes the world go around and makes the world beautiful. All right, guys, thanks for listening, and have an awesome day.